Welcome back to Supercar Income, guys. We have Giovanni
Corpus.
Corpus. That even sounds kind of
You're
like.
about to call me Corpse, bro. That's the Instagram handle.
Yeah, that is the Instagram handle at Giovanni Corpus. You can see it right. Gio Corpus.
Yes.
At Gio Corpus. You see it right there. But bro, even your last name, Corpus. What's going on?
It means body
In
Latin.
In Latin.
So
it means
everybody
body.
thinks I'm Italian because Giovanni. But anyway. Always drinking Negronis.
You are always drinking Negronis. You always drinking Negronis. Yeah. We also have Kier back again for another episode.
Yes, sir.
Last episode was amazing.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
We had Ronald on, and now we have Gio on. Gio, when did you join Supercar Income?
Literally January 3rd. If not January 3rd, maybe December 20. One of them.
And then
Definitely the beginning of the year.
yeah, because Ronald says he joined in March, and I still don't believe it. Like, I don't believe him. Only you can deny or confirm.
Nah, I thought it was longer, but apparently it hasn't even been a year.
No way.
Who's Ronald? Remind me of his
Ronnie B. You spoke to him in the Discord multiple times.
Ronnie B.
Ronnie B.
He probably came in around the same time I did. If I'm not
Nah, bro,
no?
he swears he joined in March. Obviously, he would know better than us. It just doesn't feel right. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't feel
something's
right.
off.
No,
about that.
no way. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It doesn't feel like that for you either, right? Because you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
feel like we've had discussions like anyway, but that's only he can confirm.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Something about that feels wrong.
It is.
It is wrong.
Because Jason was there. Sombrero, our friend Sombrero. Shout out Sombrero.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was March.
There we go.
Nah.
March.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna get to the bottom
Discord
of this.
and check it out.
I'm gonna actually
Oh,
again.
yeah,
We can.
No,
we can. Yeah.
We can. You can see the chat.
bro. He might have met March last year, bro.
Definitely
It
not March
has
last
to
year.
because it has to be, bro. It
I know
has
for
to
a fact
be.
not March last year.
Well, look, guys. Today we have a very, 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 very special guest because, bro, you're a man of so many talents. Gio here does real estate, investment banking, supercar rentals. I mean, you name it, bro. Like, what else are you into?
Private equity. So
Private
I
equity.
had actually had a stint on Wall Street. Do you mind if I actually share a little bit about my story?
Nah, bro. Please, we'd love to hear about your story, bro. Especially,
Yes.
especially me, dog.
Yes. So I was like any other Filipinos out there. For those of you that are watching, I'm Filipino. I grew up and my mom was like, hey, you have a couple of choices. But the main thing, I either want you to be a doctor if you're smart enough, or you have to become a nurse. And, growing up, I'm like, this is like what rich looks like. The nurses, the doctors, they have like 2 cars. They live in a nice, safe white neighborhood, right? So for me, that's like, oh, let me do that. So I wasn't prepared for school. I didn't learn how to study. I went to the worst high school. Maybe 50 of us graduated.
Wow.
It's intense.
Wow.
50 of us graduated. Only literally out of the 50 people, 5 of us graduated college.
God.
Our valedictorian didn't even finish college. Crazy.
Wow. Dude, this is
It's intense.
juicy. Where's
This
the
is
popcorn?
this is in New York. That's where you grew up.
Jamaica High School.
Jamaica. Oh,
Jamaica High School. Now we were the second to the last year before the school closed down because it was so notorious for, having
Failing.
bad kids.
Wow.
But it was a systematical problem. But that's
Yeah.
besides the point.
Yeah.
Anyway, went to college, didn't know how to study. Dropped out of respiratory therapy, dropped out of nursing. And then I'm like, hey, I met my girl. She was like, hey, you got to figure
How old are
your
you
life-
right now in this moment?
I'm 31 now.
No,
in this moment.
that you're, that you're
This
on.
this time I'm 19.
Oh, so you know your girl for a long time.
Yes, we started dating at 19. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Me too.
You did?
19.
See? So anyway, so I went to college, dropped out of multiple programs, and then she was like, hey, for you to be with me, like I have a goal. I'm gonna be a dentist one day. You have to keep up with me, something. I'm
Nah,
not gonna
she
be with
gave you conditions?
She told me, and I was like, usually if it's just like a girl, I'm a random girl. I'm like, hey, whatever, screw you. I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, what are you talking about?
Wow, yeah, that's intense, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Like she proves to, she comes from a good family, hasn't been with nobody else except for me. And so
Same.
for me, So for me, that was like, if I'm gonna invest in someone or build
Yeah.
life with someone, it'd be the person that I
That
want.
has values and has,
Absolutely.
what's the word I'm looking for here?
Like morality, the traditions, the mores.
Yeah, but more than that, because morality and values have nothing to do with, hey, you got to be this. Because she's looking for a certain kind of person that has,
like ambition,
yeah, but it's not ambition. She has
standards.
standards.
Yes.
Yeah, standards. That's what I'm looking for. And I mean, bro, like some people might not agree with it, but I agree with to have a woman having standards.
Yeah.
Like I actually think that is extremely, extremely, extremely attractive because think about it, this woman's going to be raising your kids one day.
That's right.
She's going to be advising your daughter on how
That's
to be.
right.
So the fact that once she said that to you, I mean, look like it motivated you.
Absolutely. And I felt the way because she was progressing in her dental career, right? So she did everything that she said she was gonna do. She's like, hey, I'm gonna skip a year, and then I'm gonna go to dental school. I'm gonna do this. And she was able to do it. So like the people that are her peers now, the men around her, are gonna be dentists as well. And I'm over here like trying to get my life together.
Right. Right.
And
That's
so
pressure, dog.
it was
That's
very
pressure, yeah.
It was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I kind of had to figure it out. So I learned how to study. I spoke with the teachers like, hey, teach me how to study. I'll stay after your class, et cetera, et cetera. And then long story short, I learned how to study, but then I was still pursuing something in healthcare. So I went to pharmacy school.
I need that right now. Thank God for this podcast. We're going to talk after this again.
Yeah.
Do you have your license?
No, I dropped out.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's besides the point. But I dropped out and I was like, hey, Jenna, I only care about two people's opinion. My girl and my mom. So I was like, Mom, Jenna, I want to do something successful, but unfortunately, healthcare is not in my calling. So I want to pursue something in finance. I have a track that I'm gonna pursue, but this is really me going on a whim. But I can't do this healthcare stuff. So exactly what I did. I created a pathway for myself to get into finance, and that is through real estate, right? When you buy real estate, who funds it?
The bank.
Banks.
The banks. What happens to those notes, to those mortgages? Do they keep that for 30 years?
They sell it.
They sell it.
They sell it. But more than that, they securitize it, they package it up, and sell it to investment funds.
To Wall Street.
Yep.
To Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, this is my pathway. So that private equity funds, debt funds, hedge funds, they buy these things. So I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. So I dropped out, got an MBA. I did an accelerated MBA. I was decent. My grades were decent at this point. So I got a accelerated MBA, graduated valedictorian actually.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
From not knowing how to study to
Being a valedictorian
that's
on the
fire.
MBA. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? It
Hard
has
work,
to do
hard
with
work.
your hard work, but also your calling, right? Like for someone like you guys
makes
are
sense.
so natural in sales and marketing. It's so easy for you. But if we push you guys to engineering, you'd be like, what the fudge am I doing here?
I don't know. I like problem solving. So I feel like I think it just depends how big the problem is. Like if it's small, I'll get bored quick. Or if I can't find that the problem is significant enough for me to solve, then not. But aside from that, I just love puzzles and problem solving. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So going back to the story.
Go.
So basically, so I did real estate. I did everything in real estate from wholesaling, flipping, sales, like you did. That's why I resonated with you. That was part of your story. So anyway, I did real estate, and then I still invest in real estate, obviously, today. And then from there, I am like, I got to get to the mortgage side. So I worked first in business development, right? So when I was doing business development there, I actually opened up a business in the Philippines. So it's a call center. I have a call center in the Philippines.
Hey, we have one of those.
There we go. So I was like literally like I was leveraging, you know how much you pay them, right? So basically I hire college educated and I train them my way, give them my systems. So they ran the call center. So I was doing mortgages doing business development for the mortgage company. And then I'll work in a mortgage bank. as a loan officer. And then after that, I'm like, hey, I'm going to start my own company, right? So I started slinging no doc loans. So these are, if you want to flip
What year is
properties.
this?
Yeah,
This
what year
is
is
literally 2020.
2020. So no doc loans with the title of the property?
Yeah.
You hold the title? Okay.
Yeah, you can hold the title.
Of
Yeah, it's
course.
just commercial mortgages.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing flipping loans, all these kinds of loans, DSCR loans. But what I did was the smart thing about it, as I leveraged the call center. So they were the one doing the business development. They were the one doing the underwriting. They did the whole deal.
Yeah.
I'm just the only one who's signing off on it. So all my mortgage officers are in the Philippines. I'm paying them this much,
Wow.
Yeah, that's
and we're
crazy.
closing in dollars.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
First month, I have the records of this. I can show you. We did 63 deals
Wow.
the first month.
Wow.
It kept going, it fluctuates from like 50 to 63. And then I joined this investment fund mastermind, right? So basically like a bunch of fund managers. And my goal was like, hey, you know what? If I don't get into the finance that I want, I'm just going to scale up what I do with real estate.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to join. So this fund manager, they manage $10 billion in assets under management. And basically they were like, hey, we're looking for operators to deploy the capital.
Right.
Right. And so they met me. They did due diligence on me for a year. I did due diligence on them. My attorney did. And they were like, hey, how would you like to deploy a tenth of our assets? So they gave me $1 billion to manage. And that's where I started the private equity / private debt firm on Wall Street, which I ran for 2 years. And then we did one significant deal. It was a $600 million banking deal.
Wow.
Right, fast forward years later.
Right.
And 600, that's an amazing thing to think about. But then we don't have any more money.
Yeah, you basically went out to do basically more than half of your money right now.
That's it. Like,
Yeah,
so I'm like,
60%
hey,
of it.
how can we get more money? And the fund was like, hey, no, that's over allotting for you. So I'm like, but I remember like one of the deals that I did in the past for a real estate development deal, I joined up with this investment banker. He called me. He's like, hey, Gio has business, and they were expanding a team in New York. And I'm like, what would the situation look like? I'm like, I didn't come from Harvard. I didn't come from these high schools,
Right.
but I do have my MBA. They're like, hey, we see how you work, we see how you manage, you see how you execute on deals. How would you like to hop on board with us? And we will give you access to institutional capital.
Mhm.
So I was like, bro, I will do it as long as it's in my terms. So meaning I don't have to come to the office like the other people all the time, right? So that's how I ended up at the investment bank. So long story short, I asked for an executive position, and I don't have to come to the office.
So that's where you are right now.
Yes.
But you also do real estate. But you
Yes.
also do supercar rentals.
Yes.
What else do you do?
I invest in a lot of small businesses.
Okay.
So we have a dental practice.
A dental practice. Where?
In Rose, it's closed. We're closing on that deal right now. It's gonna be in Queens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, bro, why the sudden interest in supercar rentals?
So you know what? Funny story is, I was never interested in it. I was always just driving my Tesla, and I'm happy with driving my Tesla.
Says that he has a Bentley Bentayga, a G63, a Tesla Cybertruck, an M4 comp convertible. What else am I missing?
Corvette.
Corvette C8. Yeah.
So we have
You know what I find funny? All of our friends are in different verticals, right? Like we have somebody who does watches, we have somebody that does real estate, we have somebody that does you name it. At the end of the day, they're all supercar guys. Like they all love cars.
Yeah.
No matter what they mainly make money in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they always dream and want to go back to cars. Like that's their real passion.
Wow.
It's funny how it
Maybe
works
not
out.
real fashion, but an add-on to their dream life
Yeah, yeah.
in a sense. Yeah, no, I mean, I've had a lot of guys who have never once in their life thought like, oh, I'm not ever gonna spend money on a car like this. They want it, but they can't bring themselves to do it. So once they find out, like, whoa, wait, I can buy the car and at the very least have it be paid off. Like I don't have to pay anything
Yeah.
and it's mine. They fall in love with the idea. They literally just like, okay, cool, I want to have it because
Yeah.
because I've wanted it before, but I just didn't think it made financial sense. So when it actually does, it's like
You know
the
what?
brain
That's the thing
changes.
about you, bro. Like, you break all conventions. So, obviously I'm a finance guy. The notion of cars being an asset is crazy to think about because it's a
Asset. Correct.
depreciating asset.
Correct.
Or even in Kiyosaki's terms, what is his definition of an asset? Asset is something that puts money in your pocket.
Correct.
So you went in that definition and 10x that. And I'm like, hey, regardless of what accounting says, I'm gonna go with what Kiyosaki says because it's you made it a fact.
Yeah.
You proved it all wrong. Like if you have a Lamborghini, you rent it out a certain amount of times per month, you're already in the unit. How cannot that be an asset?
Yeah.
Plus the other things that come with
That
it.
I was gonna say that, but people, it's hard to explain to people, and because the other things that come with it really only come to those that can understand how to take advantage of them,
You gotta leverage it.
and you gotta already have like something that that makes sense, right?
Yes, yes.
Like if you just do nothing all day and all you do is like rentals, then obviously you'll make money.
Yeah.
But if you have something else that you do, like a main business as well, and then you're doing rentals may or may not do more than what you're doing every single day. But at least the people you meet will give you more attention. You'll bring in more business back home.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
But you're also a mastermind at networking and getting people on your side. I mean, I've been on your side since day one. You when we first met, you're like, hey bro, I have something for you. Let's meet up. You obviously knew I like snowboarding, and you had not only a gift for me, a very, very amazing gift of a coat, Canada Goose, right?
Yes, sir.
Coat that is specifically for snowboarding. You also got it in the Corsa red that you knew was my favorite color,
Yes,
and you
sir.
told me, "Hey, bro, I really did this because I want to get to know you. I think you're going places, and I want to be there for the things that you do. Whether it's by investing money with you, whether it's by just plainly adding any more cars to the fleet, or whatever it is you're doing, I want to be part of it. Think of me as an asset of yours."
Yes.
And then you also proceeded to give my assistant that was with me a gift as well because he was there in the picture as well. That day really showed me how much of a different person you are than a lot of other people. Like, you know how to position yourself in somebody's brain as important from the get-go. Not only that, those kind gestures, but also the words you speak, the game you drop, the way you treat people just immediately goes. It's like, hey, this is not me. This is me. Now utilize me. Like, put me to use instantly.
Appreciate that.
And bro, props to
Appreciate
that,
that, bro.
because that's huge. That's huge. A lot of people don't really get to ever understand how to be an asset to somebody else. Because when you're an asset to other people, you end up being invited to so many opportunities
Yeah.
that you're able to make more money. Money is not everything, guys. Like, you need to, I tell people all the time, you can get money for anything.
Yes.
Getting an opportunity to make money is the hardest
Thing to
part.
do.
And
Yeah.
the best way to do that is by being a people person, by being likable, and bro, like I said, you did that very well. Not only with me, everybody in our community loves you. Everybody does deals with you. Anybody has questions, you answer them. You really invest in your network. Explain a little bit about that. At what point do you realize I got to invest in my network? Not only the people that I don't know, but also the people who may not be doing so well yet, but will in one day.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to unpack there, but to be honest, I just I come from a place of genuineness. So when I want to meet people, I'm genuine about it. I really do want to meet you. I really do want to invest time with you. Because one of my favorite quotes, it says that people don't remember what you tell them, but they remember how they make you feel.
Yeah,
That's huge. That's huge.
So
Yeah.
Clip
like
that.
when I'm with somebody, like I want you to feel like, hey, I'm here for you, and I don't want nothing from you. I tell it like even for the people that I meet right away, like hey, don't worry, like I'll pay. Like you don't even have to think about it. But it's just we had a conversation before about the paying stuff, and, people not offering and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But for me, it's like, hey, I was gonna pay regardless.
Yeah.
Because I don't
I
want
said
you
that to you. That's what I said.
I
I
said
was
that.
like-
I said the same thing to you,
I said,
didn't I?
yeah. I was like, yo, bro, I was gonna pay regardless, but because these people didn't do this and this, I realized I had to teach them a lesson. Remember? We were walking
I
out.
remember.
I was like, yo, bro.
I
come here.
remember.
Yeah.
I
Should we
remember.
talk about that story? I mean, like,
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
bro,
Let's do
the
it.
thing is, it's like, these are my boys too. We do business together.
Yeah.
Even we won't say names, but even without saying names, I mean, maybe they'll see it.
Well, let's do it. And there's no harm.
There's
no harm, no
we're
foul.
Not, we're not trying to put
No
anybody
harm,
down.
no foul.
Yeah, I mean, let's not put anybody down. I mean, it's a learning lesson, right?
Yeah,
At the end of the
exactly.
day. So let's speak about it.
Yeah.
So we go to dinner. Two other business partners of mine that had just gotten in the game with us. We got a nice car together as well. And Gio happens to be in town. And I'm like, yo, bro, let's all go out.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time. And then we go to Komodo to have a good time. Obviously, my intentions already is to pay for the whole table. We're having a great time. You guys are my people. It's my treat. And as the bill's coming, like these other two guys were kind of like this, like looking away, which kind of turned me off a bit. Cause I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let anybody pay. I'm gonna pay the bill regardless. Like, you guys are my guests. You know, you guys want to hang out with me. You know, that's how I am. I just always first to put my card down is always me. You don't gotta put yours down. If I already have the intention of taking care of the whole bill for everybody, I'm not gonna let you. No matter how hard you try, you're not gonna pay.
No.
Right? But you could just feel like these guys kind of like just like trying to like go away, like trying to like expecting like, oh, Ethan will pay.
Yeah.
So when you expect that, it just kind of like turned me off a bit. And here comes Gio to my saving. And he goes, let's play credit card roulette, everybody. And these guys are like, to even like assure me that they definitely came to a place thinking that a very, very nice place that was expensive. Bro, we ordered everything, you know?
Yeah.
When I invite somebody out, dude, order whatever you want. Don't, you know
bro,
what I'm saying? Like everything.
You know how we go out in New York? That's I'm not trying to brag.
yeah.
We do that every day.
We do. Nah,
You know,
going
so
out
it's-
with you is a little crazy, bro. We go crazy on Makase.
But that's normal. That's so. It's like when the issue is there. It's like kind of like the heart intention, the heart
Yeah.
posture.
Yeah.
That's what turns you off about it. It's like, hey, I would pay, but like I also kind of want you to try. Like just
it's-
try.
The thing is, it's a one thing about being a mentor to people.
Yeah.
It's you have to sometimes teach them in a bad way,
Mm.
right? Because obviously, in my mind, at that point, it's like, yo, bro, if this happens again with somebody else that's not me, you know, they might not ever do business with you ever again. You know,
It's true. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I have to teach them a lesson now. But anyways, Gio goes, let's play credit card, let everybody. And dude, they were not wanting to do that. They were not wanting to do that at all. Right? So we play credit card roulette. You know, he goes, we're all high value men at this table. Let's go. Credit card roulette. I was like, I'm down. I'm down.
I gotta hype
So
it
I'm
up.
like,
Gio. I like
anyways,
Gio.
yo, dude, yours is banned, bro. Anyways, I lost. So I paid.
Oh,
As
that's
we're
wild.
walking out, I go and tell him, hey, bro, look, you know, I had it like this. The guys were behind me. I said, hey, I was going to pay regardless. I just want you to know. Reason why I didn't do it is because obviously it's one of our first, like second, third time. The first time we hung out, I paid, right? When we went to the
I
cigar
paid.
lounge.
I paid.
Nah, I didn't let you.
I
didn't-
paid.
No way.
I promise.
There's
I paid.
no way I let you
Bro, I
pay.
promise you. I promise. I'm not trying to do. But
No
like that's who
way.
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, Omakase, I paid for everybody.
Omakase, I paid. Yeah. You paid.
No, it was
You
me.
paid.
Yeah, so in New York, you actually get to, you know, that was like, that's actually how I am with everybody. Because, you know, Minty's my boy. He already knows how I am. You're my boy. That's a little different. You know, I like to invite people and like, you know, have a good time with people.
Mhm.
But with these two kids, it was just kind of like a little weird. So it was like, okay, I got to teach them a lesson. Like, hey, you can't go anywhere without expecting to, you know, take care of your part at least. I'm the type of person, since I was a kid, bro, where I won't go nowhere unless I can pay the whole bill. Like, you know, when you're kids,
Yeah.
and like all your friends are like, oh, let's go to this place. We can split it this way, this way. So everybody bring $20. We can do this and that. Bro, I will not go
Didn't you
unless I
hate
can
that
take care
growing
of the
up?
whole thing. I didn't hate it growing up, but just don't like to be in a position I don't want to be in.
Exactly.
I
Being
just-
uncomfortable.
yeah,
That's
I
what
don't-
I mean about it.
Well, uncomfortable in what sense? Like uncomfortable of like, I like being.
I can't like spend as much because I don't have that much money.
I mean, that's life. There's a lot of things you and me can't buy, buddy. Wake up.
No, I'm
What you
saying,
mean?
talking about cheeseburger. We're talking about cheeseburgers here,
No,
bro.
but I mean that's just life, obviously.
Okay.
I meant more so like if somebody invites you to a club,
Mhm.
right? And like the bill's about to be crazy, right? And I'm just not really like in a position to pay that at that point.
Mhm.
I just won't go. Like if I can't afford the whole bill. Say the
Yeah.
bill is $10,000.
Yeah.
Right. And there's like four of us. We're spending $2,500 each. I'm not going unless I'm like okay with paying the whole bill.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere unless I'm okay with paying for everything for everybody and more. I just
Yeah.
won't do it. Like,
Yeah.
and to be honest, I don't think anybody should.
Yeah.
I honestly
agree
think
with
if
you.
you can't do it, bro, stay home,
I
work,
agree.
work, work, work,
I
work, work,
agree.
work. So it's one of those things like I think that, here's a funny story.
Yeah.
Well, individually, maybe I'll tell you maybe later on. So one of them has grown a lot as
Mhm.
a person, as a human, as a business owner. He's grown a lot
Love
from that
yeah.
day. The other one's still kind of the same position. Didn't really learn about some of it, but one of them did exceed and kind of like understood,
Yeah.
okay, yo, I got a lesson from here. Move forward, right? Because the problem with that dinner is that they're already doing business with me, but
Yeah.
they just met you, and they can never raise that what you made, like that impression they made on you.
Impression, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because look how you brought that up right away. That's your opinion on them
Yeah.
for God knows how long, if not ever.
Yeah.
Because simply they did not even try to make an effort, but not even that, not trying to make an effort. Like they didn't want to pay.
Yeah.
Like they really didn't want to. When, bro, before we're even there, it was already paid for by me. Mentally, it was already paid for. It was done.
Yeah.
But bro, like these guys just kind of like did that to themselves. And it's like, bro, like how did I teach somebody, hey, you can't do this with high level people. You can't do this with high value men. They're gonna just eat you up and chew you right out.
Yeah.
Like I
Or
don't
just
want
never
this.
see them again.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Chew right out.
That's right.
It's a Wolf of Wall Street kind of term, actually, right there.
Yes, sir.
They eat you up and chew you right out. It's like I don't like this taste. Forever gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, bro. It's like I said, we're like you're a master at your network and networking, and letting people know exactly what you want them to feel about you,
Yeah.
and to use you in the way that you want it to be used for anything they do.
Yeah.
And those guys failed your test.
You know what? Like I kind of digress a little bit, but the most important thing in like networking, I would think it is. I know that for a fact that you guys experience this all the time. People want something from you all the time. It's almost like, hey, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me work for you or something like that.
Yeah.
Why would I? Or let me have lunch with you. Let me have lunch with you. Bro, you don't think I can buy my own cheeseburger? Like, why would I want to have lunch with you?
Yeah.
If you break down our hourly income, right, divided by that much, it's like, bro, we can buy 100 cheeseburgers.
It's like it's kind of more like, yo, I'll buy you lunch to not have lunch with you. That sounds
You know what
wild.
I'm saying? So it's like the approach of people, the youth, is wrong.
Yeah.
You should look for like, hey, this person looks like he needs this. I can approach him for his time so I could find a solution for that need or find a solution for what he likes. And I'm going to see where I can add value.
Yeah.
Right? So like every single person that I meet for the first time, I always end with this. I think I asked you too when I met you. It's like, hey, now that you know what I do, how can I add value to you?
Yeah, you told me right away. Yeah. Right away. You're like, this is what I do. And bro, like you basically specifically gave me a roadmap of exactly what you wanted and how to do it. Like literally. Like right away.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's huge. That's huge. Like, yo, how can I be an asset to you? And then also on top of that, you wanted to capitalize on what I've built as well. You were like, hey, anytime you have a meeting with anybody, bring me. I want to learn what they're doing. I want, treat me as like your business partner, treat me as your consultant. I'll consult deals for you. I've done so many. Any kind of deal you want to do with real estate or any kind of investment banking deal you want to do, just let me know. I'll come with you, introduce me. And if it makes sense, I'll let you know. If it doesn't make sense for you, but it makes sense for me, I'll go ahead and get on it. So you're immediately like, oh, let me capitalize on all aspects of this relationship, which I like, bro, because it's like, dude, you're making it so simple. I called a friend the other day. We've been friends for like, maybe like a year. And I don't know what he does. He has a Lambo. He traded in for a Ferrari.
Oh,
I have
that
no
Ferrari?
No, a
Wow.
Ferrari.
Oh.
A 48 Ferrari. No, nothing too crazy. But I never knew what he did. So I called him and I'm like, hey, bro, you're free? You got like 30 minutes? He goes, yeah, I'm free. I was like, bro, you and me are friends. I have no idea what you do. How can I add value to you? Or how can I maybe solve one of my problems that you could solve for me? I don't know. I literally don't know. And then, we went on the phone for 30 minutes and, talked about a couple of things.
What'd you get out of that?
Bro, there was a bunch of things that I could have probably used him already in the past, or like even like leveraged him and vice versa, where it would have made money for him, it would have made money for me, it would have made sense vice versa, that I just didn't know. So I like the way you come so direct, so perfect on point, and this is what it is. Let's go. I'm here. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Bro, it's just straight to the point.
Yeah.
Straight to the fucking point. I love that.
This is the thing, guys. You have to add value first. Add value first before the ask. The ask is later on. Even if you don't get to the point where you can ask, just add value. It will come back to
Yeah,
you. The God will give
100%.
it back to you.
100%. I mean, even like in all my relationships, friendships, and all that, I add so much value that
100%.
like, so like a lot of friends of mine, you probably you asked me, well, I don't, you have not asked me, but you understand this. Well, people be like, yo, bro, this didn't, how come this person doesn't do this? This person doesn't do that. This person doesn't do that. And I'm like, yo, bro, like the amount of love that this person has for me makes him unable to like do anything like wrong to me.
Mm,
Right? Like, oh, how do you trust this person to do this? Like, yo, you're supposed to spend with this watch. Like, I'll give any of my guys, like, here's my watch. Go to the jeweler, take off a link or something, please, for
yeah,
me. And they'll do it, not because they want to please me, but out of the kindness of their own heart. And
that's
then on
right.
top of that, that's the way I see it. Other people are like, yo, how do you trust them? They could just go ahead and steal the watch like $120,000 right there. It's like, nah, that's not even a thought
Yeah, it's
that
not
comes to
even
my
a
mind.
thought.
Like,
That's crazy.
what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, damn, you really go around this world providing no value to anybody, where nobody
Yeah.
has any kind of loyalty towards you, any kind of love for you, where you think everybody's gonna do you wrong. It's because you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
pretty
we're
much.
not the same person, bro.
No.
Like
yeah.
I walk around the streets knowing I'm loved by so many people. I'm respected by
right.
so many people because of
Mhm.
everything that I've done. You know what I mean? And there's not days that doesn't go by where I open up my phone and somebody, for the smallest thing in the world, somebody would just be like, just thanking me.
Yeah.
The other day, I'm not in Forex. I don't trade. I don't day trade. I don't do none of that, like at
Yeah.
all. Not me, not my personality. I am a business guy. I do business every single day.
Mhm.
I bet my own deals and bet my own business every single day. However, this guy sends me a DM. He goes, it's been like 5 years or something like that, 3, 4 years. I can't remember, but it's been a couple years. He goes, hey, Ethan, I just want to let you know I'm a Forex trader. And something you said 3, 4, 5 years ago changed everything for me. I'm successful now. I just bought a Lambo. He doesn't do rentals, doesn't do anything that I do. But just a phrase, just a quote that I said that came from the bottom of my heart
Yeah.
changed his whole life trajectory. He said, you once made this video where you said, I don't mind losing it all in the hopes of making more. However, I refuse to stay stagnant, decreasing in my life, or spend that money clubbing, throwing it away in designer bottles, something like that. That I'll never do. But I'm okay with losing everything in the efforts of making more. And I guess that for him and his Forex
It
endeavor
applies.
just ended up making him just let me go all in. Let me
Yeah.
just do more. I'm looking to make more.
Wow.
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 Because maybe I didn't. Obviously, I read the message. It was very long, a little more detailed.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to really just answer super thoughtfully.
Yeah.
But obviously, I responded. But in my opinion, it's probably like in his field, he was probably like, hey, I have this much money.
Yes.
I want to go out with my friends. Want to go do this. Want to go that. Should I risk it on this trade or what? Maybe I guess he did it and it made sense for him, or he learned more and he just kept doing it over and over. But bro, that's the definition of my life. Everything I've done has been all in, all in, all in, all in, all in. I just reached this new limit. Let's go. Another one. Let's go. Another one. Let's go. Another one. There is no way you can progress to the next level without risking some sort of your current status.
Yeah.
Or current life.
100%, man. This is also like your key. Like, I want to give you your flowers. I know Kiera's
Like
part of this whole scene, but what you do is, obviously everyone likes to make money. You like to make money. I like to make money. Kiera likes to make money. But you, more than anything else, I feel like you want to make an impact. So when I told you, I meant it. On Discord, I'm like, hey, you're giving so much free game on your Supercar income course. Because literally, I learned it. I watched it for like 2 days, finished it all. And I'm like, bro, I understand everything now. What do I tell every new person that comes in the chat that has a bunch of questions? Buy Ethan's course. Buy the $2,500 course, because he gives us so much like general knowledge, but packaged up in a simple way. But you would only get that insight from experience of loss
100%.
and experience of success. So, going back to your points, like, bro, you're giving so much value for so cheap. And to be honest, I really tell you this. I tell you quite often, but I admire you. Like, you're genuinely you're younger than me, but what you did for such a quick period of time, it's unmatched. Like Gunna said, 101. You know, we're
My boy quoted Gunna while having a blazer on. You understand how amazing this guy is? Like, dude, come on, bro.
bro, we're if in the United States, for you to be considered top 10% income earner, you have to make like 170,000.
Nothing.
For you to be considered top 5%, 300,000. For you to be considered 1%, you have to make 900,000. Bro, 101.
101.
101.
101.
One of one.
Yeah, 101. Yeah.
Wait, how couple things. How did you find out about Ethan? How long ago was it? And then what was it that attracted you to him?
To be honest, I saw, which video I saw first? I saw it last year, but I didn't pay much attention to it because I didn't know what to think, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you see something online, you kind of like gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Right. Especially nowadays, it's like, what is this guy talking about? You
Yeah.
little chatter, you know?
But I saw it from a place like, oh, this guy knows how to market because he's getting hate comments, respect comments. It was the video where he was showing your place, and you were showing how much it costs.
I
to
knew he
live
was gonna
me.
say, bro.
I
So
knew it.
many
I knew
people,
it.
yeah,
I
so
knew
many
it. I
people
knew it,
see that
bro. I knew
video.
it.
I think it was. I don't know if it was an ad,
No,
but I
wasn't.
saw
No,
it
It
on my.
wasn't an ad.
We
It was
don't,
on
we don't
my-
run ads.
It was
Right.
probably on the Explore page.
Yeah.
It was on my Explore page, and I'm like, yo, this guy is what? Like this is so crazy to think about. How do you have this much cars? And bro, people don't understand this, right? For you to be wealthy in New York,
It's
it's different.
extremely hard. Please tell them.
different.
Please
Bro,
tell them, bro.
don't
Because they
understand.
love comparing me
Different.
to these like Miami, Arizona,
It's not
Texas
the same.
It's
motherfuckers.
different.
Like, bro, it cost me $100 grand just to fucking breathe in New York.
Bro.
Like, literally. Tell them, bro.
this is the thing, guys. Everyone in New York, if you're somewhat wealthy in New York, you have a condo. You have a condo in New York or a house or whatever. But you have a house or a condo in New York, but you don't live in the neighborhood that you want. So that's a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
level of wealth,
Yeah.
right? So when you can choose the neighborhood that you want, then you're tapping into that next level type of wealth. But to have a car in New York, that's already on that like that type of level in New York. But to have a supercar in New York and to have multiple at that is literally crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of money I was paying for parking is insane. And the thing is, bro, if you think those numbers are crazy, our numbers now are ridiculous. I mean, we probably like triple the amount of cars we had back then. We tripled the lifestyle since then. Like, bro, it's crazy because
Yo, bro, just buy why don't we just buy a parking lot?
I've actually been trying to. The thing is we'll talk about it off camera, but there's a lot of like logistics that come to
Want me to
that.
help you on that?
We can talk about it. We can definitely talk about it
Yeah.
because there's definitely money there. It's just there's a lot of logistics on there, and we'll talk about it off camera,
Okay.
and you understand kind of like where we're at, and then
Sure.
maybe you can get that breakthrough for us.
Yeah.
But no, bro, since that video, dude, 123K, I would love for that to be my expenses right now. I would be
120
balling. I would be
123K?
balling if that was my month-to-month expenses, bro. We're
Wow.
triple, fourth times that right now. Like, it's
Really?
bro, dude.
Wait, what's the overhead now? It's just like the cars, or
Bro, we have a building. We have
Right.
Boston.
is that
We have
opening
LA.
soon or
To the public, maybe not.
okay?
Maybe not soon.
Okay.
We're looking to. The thing is like I've always had this like battle whether I want to be in the what's the space called?
Concierge.
No.
Like a Soho house?
Yeah, but you're all on the same on the same field that I'm trying to get to. But
Members club?
no, like when you're in the food industry, the
Hospitality.
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 I don't want to be in hospitality, bro. Like
You don't have to do it.
I don't want to be. However, my business somewhat is a little bit of hospitality.
It is.
And the more people get into it, the more it becomes more hospitality. Because when I first started, bro, it's like, you got to convince me to give you my card, bro. But now you have options.
Yeah.
So hospitality is a big thing. Your brand's a big thing. Your marketing is a big thing. And it's really not my thing to do that. And right now we're looking to sell our building and
Okay.
buy something on the river because we do want to do the hospitality kind of feel to, have members only, have food, have hookah, have drinks, and be on the water where you can come in on your boat. And we saw that, we need to do that sooner rather than later before we just dumped all this money into the current building now.
Yeah.
So this current building definitely won't open up for the public. We already made a decision.
Okay.
We're not gonna be dumping any more money into it, bro, because it's a huge building, bro. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like $8 million build out.
And it's
You know
just
what I'm saying?
sitting right now, right?
No. Obviously, we operate.
put your
out of
cars there.
Yeah, I mean, when
Yeah.
we have like a lot of yeah, we have to. But the thing is, we're sold
Sold
out.
out.
We're sold out.
Yeah.
I've said this multiple times, and I'll keep saying it. If you go to anybody's car rental company's spot and they have a bunch of cars sitting looking nice, bro, run away. Something is wrong. Something is absolutely wrong,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I don't know what game these car rental places be playing, bro. But if I have 5 cars just sitting, I'm upset, bro.
Wouldn't you be stressed out?
I wouldn't be stressed
Not
out.
stressed out, but like what the fudge is going on?
I wouldn't be stressed out, but bro, like it's, dude, that's not a good feeling,
Yeah.
you know. And obviously, maybe I'm a little bit, you know, spoiled. The fact that we're used to being sold out, and I'm used to every month buying new cars. But bro, like I don't know. I've been seeing some places like nothing's out. Like everything's inside. I'm like, yo, you have the same car twice. Why? Like, why do you have 2 Cunning's if they're both here? I don't buy another car, the same one, until this one's doing at least 15 days.
At
You
least
get me?
15 days. Mm.
Yeah. Bro, I'm an aggressive motherfucker, bro. I might do it in 10 days. I might have a car go out 5 days and I'll go do it. But like, bro, I know if this car's doing 5 days, it's only a matter of time before it starts doing 20 days, right? Because, cars aren't about a new rental every single day. It's usually like a superstar building a fan base.
Yeah.
You get 5-6 clients to get in that car once, and they'll keep renting that every week, every other week, every once a month for 3, 4, 5 days. Those 6 to 8 clients will have you booked out 20 days, 25 days, 30 days. You get me? It's not
Yeah.
30 new clients. So if
Yeah.
this car's doing 5 days from 1 client or 2 clients, I guarantee you in 3, 4, 5 days, 3, 4 months, it's gonna be doing 30 days from those same clients and like 3, 4 more.
Wow.
You get me? So
Yeah.
it's all down to a science. It's all down to a math, which is like I said, it's just sometimes it doesn't. Some of these shops don't make sense to me. I mean, there's different agendas now as well, different ways to make money in the industry that is not from actual daily rentals. But that's a different topic.
Like what? One
That we're
example?
no
No,
examples.
you can't drop.
No examples because that's not something that I do.
Mm.
It's something that I'm into doing,
I
something
see.
that I'll ever do. And it's kind of being pushed on me a little bit. Like, oh, he does this, he does that. I don't. I really don't. I make my money from daily rentals and online. I'm very like clear about where my money comes from.
Yeah.
Like extremely clear. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, yo, bro, like, let's be honest. I'm number 1 by so much.
Yeah.
By so much. Nobody leverages as much as me. Nobody does as many rentals as me. Like, dude, like we'll put out 100 cars in one day. You get me?
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's crazy, bro.
Think about that, right? We have more. I am a full-fledged leasing company without being one. I have so many cars out on a yearly lease. It's absolutely insane. You get me?
How do you structure that?
Nice agreement. They have to get their own insurance, nice deposit, nice monthly profit. I'm essentially the same way as your bank structure where they'll do the loan
Mhm.
and then they'll sell the loan. The one thing you didn't mention about your no doc deals where they will sell the loan
Mhm.
is that when you sell the loan that you did, you're still somewhat responsible because you're still kind of co-signing. You still have to collect from the client. So for example, if I'm Chase and I sell this loan that I gave to Kier to Bank of America, Chase still has to collect from Kier and send to Bank of America.
Mhm.
Now, Chase keeps that extra interest every single month.
Yep.
They're not responsible for it no more, but in a way they are though, because if they do mess up that loan with Kier, Bank of America probably won't buy any more loans from them.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have like X amount of deals you can probably mess up on before they cut you out.
Yep.
So in a sense, bro, I am a full-fledged leasing company because I do that. The only difference is I don't sell the car. I don't sell the loan. I keep him because I'm not banking on making a little bit of interest, which does make a lot of sense. If you do 1,000 to 10,000 of these deals a year, and
Yeah.
you're eating the $300, $400, $500 interest, you're making money. Also, you eat on the down payment and whatnot. But I'm more so banking on I'm getting the secured money. I'm getting my DP back that I put down for the car myself, right? And then I'm banking on the car coming back in a year and then doing daily rentals after. It's like guaranteed money for me, guaranteed equity build for me.
Yeah.
And when I get that exit, then I have that exit. My exit is gonna look so fucking good. Like I'll have one of the prettiest exit anybody has ever had in the history of. I don't think anybody's ever sold their supercar rental business before, but
Yeah, no.
dude, like my exit will be
But I'll help
talked
you
about.
structure it anyway.
No, 100%.
1,000%.
Dude, my exit will be talked about insanely because the way that I do
100%,
everything,
yeah.
they're like I could definitely have more money in the bank right now, but I don't. I focus more on making more, doing more, and just adding more value to my company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like honestly, like I'll show you my deals right now, and like you'll be like, Ethan, I have this bank that will buy all these leases from you right now. I'm like, yeah, but what am I gonna do with that money? I already have enough money right here. You just keep growing. Let me just keep growing. I like to forget that I have certain things. I like to forget that I have money in this car. I have money in that car. I have this much money on this car. I like to forget because if I remember, then I'm just like thinking, okay, cool, I can do that. I can do this, do that. But
Yeah.
I like to forget. So it's a nice surprise.
It's a good way of kind of saving as well.
Yeah, because I am aggressive. I'm extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
But I can't be. I think I'm becoming less aggressive. I don't know if it's because of my age or because of how serious I'm getting about starting a family and like settling down and whatnot. But I'm definitely becoming a little less aggressive. I'm still super aggressive. I still put my back against the wall. Insane.
So how would you describe you being less aggressive? Like what are you do what are you doing that's changed?
I asked my mom and my girl before doing it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I asked them.
Wow.
Not like I care what they say, but I asked. Look, one advice that was given to me by somebody in the past, which has helped me a lot, is whenever you have a big decision to make and you don't know whether you want to take it or not, or you should or not, ask 3 people. Ask somebody that loves you unconditionally and will give you the best thing for you,
Mhm.
which would probably be don't do it because it's safer not to do it.
Mhm.
For me, that's my mom. She loves me. She wants me to be safe all the time. She'll probably be like, oh, maybe don't do it because of this, that. She'll find every reason
Yes.
not to do it
Skeptic.
because she wants me to be safe.
Yeah.
She doesn't want me to take a risk that can potentially cause me harm. Ask somebody in the industry as a friend of yours or that you know. They'll give you advice, but they won't give you the best advice because at the end of the day, you are competition in a sense. If I'm doing real estate wholesaling and I'm thinking about making a move in the real estate wholesaling and I ask somebody in that industry, he's going to give me good advice as he's knowledgeable in it.
Yeah.
But he's
Not
gonna
gonna give you
hold.
everything.
He's not gonna give me everything because I am a little bit of competition. And then number 3, ask somebody who's successful in a different industry. Doesn't know anything about that person. You're not competition to in the industry, and will give you maybe insights that you may not see differently. And you ask those 3 people, and you have a decision for yourselves, or stop being a pussy and just do it. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather live with the fact that hey, I tried it and I lost money and I moved on. Then live with the fact like, yo, how much money could I have made if I done that?
I'm the same way.
That kills me, bro.
Yeah.
That kills me. Like I can't think about like missed opportunity. It really upsets me, bro. Because like one of the things that I think about on a daily basis is, damn, if I was in the 1980s right now, 1990s right now, 2005, 2009, I could have done this, I could have done that. Obviously, I wasn't even born.
We were kids,
I
bro.
know,
Like,
but
what
bro,
are you talking
opportunity
about?
was so good. You know what I mean?
Imagine-
like, bro, so many
imagine-
monumental things happened where if you and me were there, we would have made so much money. So much, right?
2008, imagine we know what we know.
Bro.
We
I
were
would-
in 7th, I was in 7th grade, you know?
Bro, yeah, I know, bro. That's what makes it so insane because I feel like back then opportunities lasted a lot longer than they did now. Now, opportunity come around, it gets exposed to the whole world a lot sooner and it gets brought down, you know?
That's
And
right.
then it's like you have a small window on taking action on new opportunities nowadays, as opposed to in the past, if an opportunity opened up, bro, you could run that opportunity for like years.
Yeah.
Bro, years. Like
Wow.
and in any kind of field, like real estate, investment banking, legal, illegal, like you name
Illegal.
it. Bro, I'm being
You're
honest.
right,
I'm
you're
being
right.
honest, bro.
100.
Opportunity back then lasted longer than it does now.
Yeah.
You have a very brief window to actually take action and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like fuck you money. I
Yeah.
took this opportunity and went crazy with it. Like I said, you have a small little window now.
Yeah.
Do you agree or no?
I agree with you because of the internet, because of
Mhm.
social media, like everything spreads and it kind of gets played out right away.
Right.
It's not our fault. It's
No.
just like because everybody understands it, everybody tries to learn it, the value becomes less.
Yeah.
But even if right, like somebody like you teach a course, you can have a lot of people join, but not everybody will thrive in it. It's because you can't motivate people to be successful. That's really up to them, So can I tell people what's inspired me about you?
Yeah, please.
So for me, Ethan was telling me like, hey, Gio, when I met you, I told you you got to work on your personal brand, right? So I'm like, I've been thinking about how I can make a better impact. And one of the things I'm really passionate about and good at is real estate. So I'm starting a real estate course,
Let's
and
go.
Clap it up for that.
inspired by Supercar Income, Ethan Duran, Mr. Kier. And I just wanna be able to help people,
Hmm.
right? I'm gonna take those who want to run with it as high as they want.
Yeah.
Like my first student, I did it on this. I did like a kind of like a trial first,
Where's the case study?
case study. My first student got his property in 2 weeks.
Let's
Fire.
fucking go. Let's go.
You know what I mean? So now he's a rental property owner
How
before
does
he
it
owned
feel?
this even own house.
How does it feel?
For me, it's fulfilling.
Very fulfilling, bro.
Yeah.
Because-
extremely fulfilling.
That's right. Like for me,
Extremely fulfilling.
impact is more.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm excited because I have a little bit of a glimpse at what you're about to experience. And I'm excited to see you go through it all.
Yeah, it's
Like, I'm
really nice.
so excited to see
Me
you
too.
go through all the people, all the different personalities,
Yeah.
and everything that happens when you put yourself out there like this, building a personal brand and dealing with people and their success and their future and their dreams.
Yeah.
Bro, I would say this. I think you are the right man for it. I don't think everybody is. I think you are. So I'm excited
Thank
for
you.
that. And
Appreciate it.
I'm also buying it.
And I told you, I'm inspired by you guys. So it's your
No.
fault.
Bro, here's the thing. It's like you said, not everybody will succeed because it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But for the ones that do, they'll be grateful for the rest of their lives. And like, bro, like it just makes you feel good. The
Yeah.
fact that you've done that. With what I did with my program, because a lot of people are like, oh, why is he selling a course? He's creating competition. You're part of it. Bro, do you feel there's any competition in our community
What?
that I've created
Bro,
for everybody?
literally my first two cars, I just tell the people, my first two cars was a Porsche Taycan and a Corvette.
See, yeah.
I didn't pay any notes. And I was like learning. It's because the people in the community was very supportive,
Mhm.
and they just brought in the deals. Like, hey, I see, Ethan's close with Gio. I can trust him. The community is very supportive. So if you can cultivate that type of community,
Mm.
then it can thrive.
I think one of the most proud things that I'm proud of, like one of the things that I'm more proud of that I've done in that community and building this program is the fact that I was able to bring two different kind of people to be able to make money and coexist. Because in one hand, we have guys like you who can go buy certain cars and not be, not break the bank.
Mhm.
And then we have people who can't do it, but they can broker your car now. And for you, it makes sense because you do none of the work besides like vet the deal. They
Yep.
bring the client.
Mhm.
So both you guys make money. It gives this person a chance to grow and get their own, and it gives you the cash flow to buy more cars as you already did started. So like
Genius.
it's like the fact that I was able to do that without me really being in the middle, it just felt so good.
Wow.
It felt so good because a lot of people come in and they're like, oh well, I don't have the money to buy a supercar, or not even that. Some people are just like, oh, I don't feel confident in doing it yet. Okay, cool, try. I have
Yeah,
so
try
many
that.
members that have so many cars that want you to work for them.
Ab-
Literally-
absolutely.
literally.
Get
Like,
all my
bring-
cars out. Are
Yeah.
you listening? Get all my cars out.
No. So yeah, bro, it's beautiful because I mean, bro, you're in the business. There's times when a broker makes more money than us in certain deals. It happens.
Bro, I one of the deals that stood out to me, I was the wholesale for the C8. I had it for it was like a slow month. I think it was January. 175 a day.
Wow, that's low.
That was very low. It was like
That's very low.
January, and I
Yeah.
was learning.
Yeah.
Basically, this guy was selling it for like 550,
A
day. and he got it booked for me for a week. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
He got my note covered.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
He made a lot of money.
No, he made a lot of money.
You
He made a
know?
lot- Yeah, but it's crazy because not only did he make a lot of money, he had no car payment, no insurance, no overhead, no down
risk.
payment,
Risk is
nothing.
all on me.
Risk is all on you, but obviously his reputation is part of the line as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like, bro, at the end of the day, if somebody has a client, dude, like you're the most valuable person in that point. Because without
Absolutely.
you, the car sits. Not
Yeah.
always, but you get the point. Obviously, if the car's available, it's available.
Yeah.
Bring the deal. Bring the deal.
Yeah.
So I really like, when I first started this industry, people will bring brokers on a lot. They'll be like the main thing they would say is like, oh, Ethan doesn't own any cars. He's a broker joker, this, that, a third. Mind you, I wasn't. I already own, I think 15 cars. But It
Crazy.
upset me that they would bring down somebody who didn't have the means to maybe buy that supercar, but was putting their best foot forward to still be in an industry that finances wouldn't allow him to be maybe an owner in, but he could still be an asset in. So then you had people like maybe like lying, like, oh, this is my car, this is this car, instead of saying the truth.
Yeah.
And it all came from everybody else just pushing this agenda that being a broker is something to be looked down upon.
Yeah.
When, bro, I'll show you brokers making way more money than owners, month to month, day to day, week to week, year to year, just making a lot more.
Yeah.
Just brokering cars out.
You know what? That's the thing. Ethan is literally offering you guys a free business, right?
100%, bro. Literally.
You're paying a certain amount. It's so cheap. How much is it now? Is it $97? Correct me if I'm wrong. $97. And you get access. You have access to the community, so you can ask people like myself, other people in the chat, but also you get access to everybody's cars.
Everyone's.
So you get access to all these cars, and all you have to do is kind of like make that price point, and depending on the client, you can see how much money you want to make.
Yeah, bro, I use it. I close deals on the community myself. When I'm sold out, and when I don't know what the client has, my team, bro, goes ahead, man, puts out your cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many times do I text you, hey, I need that Bentayga. Give me a good price. And then you and me fight about the pricing. Like, oh, give me lower, give me lower, give me lower. I want to make the most money out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, bro, I use it.
Yeah.
I'm the number one person in the industry, and I use my own community because I need it, bro. It's such an amazing tool. Like, I'm actually so proud of it. If I die when I'm 60, 70, 80, whatever time is, I hope that tool is still out there for everybody to use and, get their cars out and make their payments.
Put it on the chat.
Yeah, dude. I actually encourage every person watching this, if you have whatever car you have, right? Whatever car you have that may be a little bit nice, don't do it if you have a Toyota. It might not work out for you. But whatever car you have, join the community. It's only $97 a month. It won't hurt your wallet for sure. If it does, get off Instagram, get off YouTube, go work, and then get your car paid for you. Let my members pay your car off for you. They won't charge you nothing. I'm charging you $97 a month. They won't charge you nothing, and they'll pay your car for you and possibly give you more money on top. Let that be an experience for you. It will change everything, how your mind works and how you see cars in general. It will change it all for you because you'll have something that's right now is costing you. Right now, you're budgeting for. Right now, you're saving for. You're going to have that same thing give you money every month and be stress-free.
That's one thing I hate about these personal finance geeks, right? These personal finance geeks start talking about, these cars. When you buy a luxury car, you're making a loss already. You're getting a loss already because you have a $700 payment, you have a $1,000 payment. But with what Ethan is telling you, if you have a somewhat decent car, that's very subjective, especially for a man like Ethan. But for a decent enough car that you can rent out for a couple $100 a day, you're solid. You're already paid for 4 or 5 days. You're in the green.
What are you more a fan of, the supercar rate or the luxury car rate?
The what?
Supercar rate, luxury car rate. Because one of the conversations we've had in the past, I was pushing you, hey, get a supercar. You're wasting your time with these little cars. Yeah. You're at the point and level where you can go ahead and, get a supercar and make supercar money, which you did. You got your first Bentayga, you got your first GC3 G-Wagon.
Yeah.
What's your preferred? Because some people like the luxury rates.
You know what? The most consistent car I have, believe it or not, is my Tesla.
Really? The Cybertruck?
I have a Tesla Model 3. You might not even know that. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
But I have it on weeklies. It makes me like $800 a week.
Yeah, bro, that's amazing. I love this kind of clients.
It's literally, my note on it is like $600. My insurance on it is like $80 a month. So 680, and then I get $800 a week.
One week you're already in profit.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's just good because I don't have to think about it. But of course, Bentley Bentayga, a couple of days, you're
balling.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You're the best person to ask about this. Because obviously when we do our profit loss for people and they, hey, this is how much money you can make, we avoid the fact, we don't speak about the equity they're building in the car because they don't care. They just want to know, hey, how much profit I'm going to have every single month. Mm-hmm. But what I tell people is like, bro, you do this long enough, you're going to have so much equity in the car. Do you calculate for that in your profit loss sheets on your rentals?
So I don't, because the thing is, I still look at that as like a depreciating asset. So I'm just thinking about my exit.
But you're not paying for it.
I'm not paying for
Yeah.
it. Not paying for it.
Continue.
So I'm just thinking about my exit. So one of the things that I'm actually having the works, I spoken to Menti about it. I let the cat out the bag. But one of the things that I'm gearing up for is to start a debt fund around just supercars.
Mm.
So meaning like we'll lend out on supercars, but I get to pick, we get to pick and underwrite just which cars don't depreciate as much, right? So even if we repo,
Right.
we make that, right? Say like a Lamborghini. I'll give you you could correct me if I'm wrong because you might know better. So like say something like a Huracan, right? If I buy a 3-year-old Huracan, maybe it's like what 215,
Right.
215,
3-year-old, would that be an Evo? It would
Yeah,
be
it'd be Evo.
It would be
Evo?
Evo.
Yeah.
Maybe like
210?
230,
230?
240.
240.
Yeah.
Say
depends on the
2
miles.
years from now, how
Spider
much
or
would
not,
that be?
all-wheel drive or not. A lot of variables, but yeah.
So 2 years from now, how much money would you lose on that? You think?
Here's the thing, bro. And I've spoken about this like maybe like 3-4 times already. I can't predict that.
We
Because
can't.
if you asked me in the past, I would have said, yeah, it's gonna be worth a little less. But this year, I bought 5 years ago a Huracan for 187. I've rented it out. That cost me over $1 million. And I sold it I sold it
Crazy,
last year. I sold it last year
Yeah.
for 205.
Yeah. Wow.
I sold it for more than I bought it for. Now that sounds insane,
It is.
but bro, that's just what the market was.
Yeah.
You know? So like
So it's not guaranteed.
I
but
really can't. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. Like I never planned for that to happen. I never made it for it to be like that. I never thought it would happen. I never even considered that a possibility. But nobody can predict the market.
Exactly. So
I don't care if you're Warren Buffett. I don't care who you are.
You can't.
Nobody can predict the market. All you
Can't.
can do is kind of
go
play
based
along
on
with
what
it.
the data
Yeah,
has given us already.
Correct. So
Yeah.
obviously, when I saw that I could get out of the car, and mind you, obviously the car's paid off. I've had it for 5 years. Once I saw that I could get out of it at that amount, I was just kind of like, you know what? Let me get 205, put it into 4 more cars. So that's why I can't answer it because of my experiences, right? People
Yeah.
always ask me that question, like, yo, when do you sell cars? I don't sell. If it's making money, it just keeps going.
That's me with
Very
real estate. Yeah, we
rarely
don't sell.
do I sell cars. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens too, because the same way I've made money on selling that car, we did buy so many cars in that time where they were high, where they were like overpriced a little bit.
Okay.
So now we're also dealing with the fact that a lot of our cars are worth less than what we bought, but like not usually less, a lot less.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But part of the game though, obviously I'm up cash flow, but we like to minimize our losses in the car.
Yeah.
The same way we made money selling some of the cars that we had 2022, we bought cars as well, and then we've calmed down and lost some on that as well, or not lost yet, haven't sold. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So no, going back to that point, you're exactly right. Nobody can predict the market, but based on the data, right? It's the price of the Lamborghini Huracan will remain around the same price. You wouldn't
Relatively,
lose as
yeah.
much. Like even if you hold it for 2 years, put a couple of miles on it, the price will still be relatively around that same price.
Right.
Not like if you buy a Bentley Bentayga. If you buy a Bentley Bentayga, bro, it's like half the year later, right?
Yeah.
So for a Lamborghini Huracan, if you can underwrite on those deals, you ask for 35% down. 2 years from now, you keep that, the notes on that every month, right? And then, whether you give them like a nice interest rate and you do like no credit, because a lot of people are going to want to get into cars, but they might not have the credit history.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Won't
100%.
qualify for that.
100%. And
So
I mean,
opportunity.
we gotta do episode 2 because we're already at the hour range.
Oh.
We gotta do episode 2 about what you're looking in those individuals that want to go ahead and get financing from you, because
Yeah.
that would be huge. That would be huge. I have a lot of people watching right now that would definitely love to get into the business and maybe have financing from you and your Supercar deck.
Absolutely.
We gotta have episode 2, bro, because we spoke about so many facts. We didn't have a chance to really speak about our friendship, our
Yeah,
relationship.
there's so much more we didn't even get the
We
chance
did, bro.
to
I
really get
thought
into.
most of this video was gonna be, bro, like our experiences and stuff we've done. I mean, like obviously we go out, we hang out, we've done a lot of things together that we
Yeah.
can't, that we can and we cannot speak here and there. And I thought it would be more about that, but bro, we've gotten so deep into business, your story, and really like the possibilities of people making money with the program and stuff like that, that we didn't get a chance to speak about that. So I would love to have you again for episode 2.
Absolutely.
Gio Corpus,
Gio Corpus.
Dude,
Pleasure to be here.
amazing having you, bro. That was absolutely amazing. And let's go.